Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Shenplays. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Now, we just rescued Gilly from Duna, and he immediately hopped back in for a new mission. This guy has decided to be the first Kerbal to explore Gilly. So we have left Kerbin's influence. We just got out of Kerbin's influence, and now that we are orbiting the sun, we've set up a maneuver to get us an encounter with Eve. There she is, or there she will be. Excellent. Well, we've already missed the time window here, but it doesn't matter. We'll be pretty close anyway. I was trying to figure out what was wrong with my recording. Fraps wouldn't record. So in that time, we drifted 2 minutes. I guess what I should have done is hit F3. If you hit F3, it will pause the game. Oh well. Yeah, we sent him out on the EVA for the high over sun science. Why not? And we got him back inside, and he's ready to rock. Eve has... Oh, I need to check out what aerobraking altitude we should go for, but Eve certainly has an atmosphere, so it will break us a lot faster than Duna did. Just matters on what altitude we choose. Once we slow down in the atmosphere, then we'll head over to Gilly. Now, I'm using a legless lander design, and the idea here... I tested on the Mun, it works perfectly fine. The idea here is this particular capsule, the one that is made for 3 Kerbals, it has an impact tolerance of 45 kilometers per second, which is insane. But it means we can use it instead of actually having lander legs. And I kind of like that idea. It worked perfectly on the Mun. Gilly has a lot less gravity than the Mun, so it should also be fine on Gilly. It should even be fine on places like Duna, I think. Yeah, if we get down to like 15 meters per second or something, it should be fine. The space tape should keep everything held together. It certainly did on the Mun. So I think it'd be good. I want to take this back to Duna and see if we can do a legless landing, because this is such a compact design, and it has tons of fuel. Well, tons. A relative term. But it has fuel. Alright, 8 meters per second. Slow down. Gonna fine-tune this because when we initially set up this burn, I know I missed the window, but when we set up the burn, it said it was gonna give us like 75 kilometers above the surface of Eve. It was gonna be really, really, really close, which would be fantastic. But I'll accept anything within the realm of like 100 or 200 or whatever. Just something to get into the system, and then we can adjust when we get close. Come on, finish the burn. Almost there, Gilly. Almost there. Okay. Looks good. So what did we get? Did we get an encounter? We did. Although it looks like it's going to be an impact, which is fine. Once we get into once we get into Eve's influence, we will adjust it again. Yeah, that looks like an impact. Can't tell for sure, but it definitely looks like we're going straight through the planet there. Yeah. Now, we will be going faster than Eve. Eve has this almost circular orbit around it. It might even be circular. No, it's not. Eve has this orbit around the sun, and this is where Eve's going the slowest. And we will be going pretty quick over there. So we're going to have to slow down once we get into Eve's area of influence. Anyway, I'll see you once we're there. All right, welcome back. Here we are at Eve. And that definitely is an impact. So we've set up a small maneuver here to get into some type of orbit that will be in the same plane as Gilly, or at least close. That may get adjusted as we enter Eve's atmosphere, but we can always change it later. Basic idea is we're going to get into the atmosphere, slow down, and circle Eve several times, just like we did at Duna, to save on fuel, although I'm not sure that's necessary. We have quite a lot of fuel. Getting over here was, what, 1,300 plus about 300, and then this burn is 30 or so. So, about 1,650, I want to say, total to get here. Now, it's not the most efficient thing in the world, but, I'm not that picky. As long as we get here and we have fuel to get to Gilly and then fuel to get home, I'm okay. Being super duper amazingly efficient is not my thing. I like to have extra room for screwing up. Because if you guys didn't know, my middle name was Screwing Up. It is. shenryyr. Okay, we should get a periapsis here. Come on, show me the periapsis. Come on. Do it. Do it now. Come on. There it is. All right. Excellent. Let me set it at 30, and then we'll come back once we are ready for some aero braking. All right. So we've adjusted our periapsis to about 70, 71. 30 was obviously too low. Eve has a significant atmosphere. So let's see if 70 will do the trick. It should. Yeah. That looks pretty good. So then the thing we want to do is turn off SAS, turn off the lights, because we're burning electricity on the dark side of the planet here. Oh, wow. Look at that. She's purple. Ah, look at that. Dilate. Isn't that amazing? Oh, yeah. Close the solar panels. Oh, man. Good thing they didn't break off. Yeah, that's definitely going to get us in orbit. Wow, the atmosphere out here is super, super high. Higher than the atmosphere on Kerbin, it seems. Yeah. All right. So we'll do a few passes like this. And yeah, that really did change our plane, didn't it? All right, we'll adjust our plane. Why don't we do some science while we're here? It's going to be upper atmosphere. Nice. Can we get some barometric pressure and stuff like that? I think we'll save that for when we're landed. Get some goo. Upper atmosphere. Cool. Huh. I wonder why it doesn't give us full science. It's the first time we've ever been to Eve, and it's not giving us full science. Wow. Now, I could put Gilly outside, but I don't want to risk it. The atmosphere here is just too hostile. All right. A little bit of science never hurt. How are we looking? Okay, it's going back up, so we're no longer in the atmosphere. All right, so we'll do a few more passes. I will adjust the plane, and then we'll come back when we're ready to head over to Gilly. Ah, the joys of putting in maneuvers. This looks like we're going to have a fun little trip over here to Gilly. But hey, if it's going to get us within 30 km, I'm all for it. Let's get lined up for that. My goodness, Gilly. You really are small. Gilly is the smallest natural body in the game. There are probably smaller things floating around, but this is the smallest thing that actually orbits something that we can travel to. Its mass is just, it's minute. There might as well just be no mass. Landing on this thing is incredibly weird. The first time I came here, I landed a gigantic ship on its side because there was no way to land it standing up. There was just no gravity. And even landing it on its side, it just kept bouncing and bouncing, and it didn't damage anything because there's no mass, but it's just so awkward. It's so weird. Eve really is ridiculous. It has this tiny little moon. Ah, look, squiggly fun lines. Squiggly fun lines, go! We still have tons and tons of fuel out here. It looks like a heartbeat. Can we match our heartbeat to Eve? I mean, to Gilly? Yeah, match that heartbeat. Good enough. And now it says we have no encounter at all. What? I mean, it's so small. We might as well just not have an encounter. Oh, and Twitch chat's saying that we can double click on Gilly and that will zoom in and show us our path. And so it does. Cool. And we can add another maneuver here to get orbit on Gilly. No, not that far. Holy crap, what just happened? Now we're going backwards. What? Okay, that's just awkward. Backspace. And we lost it as our target somehow. Who knows? It's hard to predict whether or not we're actually going to get an encounter here. I think we will, but the game seems finicky about it. Game can't decide whether or not we have an encounter. Come on, give me an encounter. Give me a solid encounter, not this blink on, blink off bullshit. Oh, goodness. Anyway, we'll come back when I've achieved orbit. It'll take a little while. All right, look at this. This tiny little rock, baby. Yeah. Nice. Nice. We have orbit on Gilly. Let's continue slowing down, though. Got orbital velocity, 16 meters a second. Wow. All right, how close can we get in? I do want to land on the light side, obviously. 23K. Yeah, let's make it smaller than that. 22. Let's bring it down to about, I don't know, 10. The problem is, it's hard to tell exactly how high these ridges are. It's very lumpy, you know? I think 11 should be fine. We'll swing around to 11 and slow down again. There you go. Holy hell, I can't believe we made it. 13.5 meters per second orbit. Wow. This thing weighs nothing. Oh man, Dylily's just loving it. Let's get another EVA. Oh, it's still considered high over Gilly. Really? At 23, this is still high. Okay. Well, we've already have high over Gilly, but okay. I wonder what low over Gilly would be. Who knows? There's certainly no atmosphere, but let's get in closer, shall we? Oh, we can't actually speed up any faster because we're too close to an object. Looks like our target is drifting, though. Interesting. Let's go back and relock on that. I don't know why that's turning. It shouldn't be. All right, we'll be back when it's time to land. If we can land. All right, we're going to go ahead and try to land. I haven't picked out a good spot, but let's turn off our horizontal velocity and just get some vertical velocity. Probably land on this ridge here. Oh man, I don't want to land on a ridge though. Should probably land on something that looks somewhat flat. Actually, that looks somewhat flat over there. This looks nice and flat down here. Maybe we should go there. Make an adjustment to go down there? Or does it even look that flat? I don't know. Everything on here is going to be lumpy because it's too small to actually become a sphere, right? So let's see if we can turn our way down here. Like right there? Maybe the valley. Let's try for the valley. The valley looks really good. Wow, a whole 3-second burn, eh? I don't know if I can handle that. 3-second burn. My goodness. That's a tough one. And we still have this massive fuel tank, but we might even just keep it. I don't think it's going to blow up on impact. Although if it does, I would look awfully stupid. Alright, that looks pretty good. And that's probably the lowest point on this side. This might be a little lower down there, but we'll live with what we have. Delete that. And now we're just going to coast on in. Ah, the beautiful surface of Gilly. Doesn't that look fantastic? It's just one big lump. It'd be really cool if they made this... I don't know, if they actually had some exposed rock surface rather than just dust. But, oh well. Space dust does tend to collect, just like the dust underneath your computer or whatever. Oh wow, we can't actually accelerate time because we're so low. Does this count as low over Gilly? Let's take a look. Nope, still high over Gilly. Wow, 7K is high over Gilly. Alright, fair enough. Still have lots of fuel in that giant tank. So I guess we really didn't need that giant tank, but we brought it anyway. Just going to try to keep myself focused on whatever the reverse direction is. Still have... Oh, I can't. Can I do physical acceleration? Yeah, there you go. We have 6 minutes to impact, supposedly. I added a maneuver at the point where it looked like it collided with the surface. But there's no guarantee that that's correct. I'm glad we chose this little valley here. I think this is going to be a good spot. There's still even little ridges and stuff in the valley, but we'll see. I don't see any scatter yet, so we're not that close. Oh, there's the scatter. I can see scatter now. Okay, let's try and see if this is low over Gilly yet. It may be. Where's our door? There's our hatch. Come on out, Gilly. Say hello to Gilly. Near Gilly. Perfect. Save that. Excellent. So we have a high over Gilly. We have a near Gilly. I wonder if that could be considered flying. Like if we get really, really close. Although flying may require an atmosphere. I'm not sure. We're going a whopping 16 meters per second. If I just touch the engines, that we're going to start flying away. Let me see. If I just barely touch the engines, what happens? Oh, it actually didn't affect it that much. Okay. Then we'll leave it on at 5%. Yeah, it's slowing us down. Perfect. Five kilometers. I don't see a shadow or anything. We're not that close. Where's the sun anyway? Up there. So it's going to be like right below. The shadow's going to be like right below us. Okay. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Looks like we're actually really, really close here. Still no shadow. Oh, I can see the lights. Or the lights can see the ground. No shadow, huh? Oh, there's no shadow because the lights are turned on. God, I'm stupid. Of course there's no shadow. Anyway, we're going pretty slow. I'm going to try to get us into vertical here, and then come on down. Oh, hold on. The surface. Oh, shoot. I was still in the orbit thing. Where's the surface? Oh, the other way. That's the problem. I was in the... Let me turn off this node. I was in the orbit interface. We need the surface interface. There we go. Okay, much better, much better. I was wondering why it wasn't stopping our horizontal velocity. Oh. Okay, cut the engines. We're floating away. Now, does this count as flying over Gilly? Let's do a quick EVA, see if this counts as flying over Gilly. Or is this near Gilly? This is near Gilly. Okay, so I guess we might as well do our science experiments here. Near Gilly, 80 science, sounds good. Near Gilly, 200 science, lovely. And we'll save the rest of the experiments for when we're landed. And I was wondering, what the hell is up with the velocity, and why does it look like the ground is moving so much? It's because I was on orbit mode. God, I'm stupid. But yeah, let's drift back down. Turn off the lights. That's actually pretty glaring. I only brought lights because people in Twitch chat keep saying, "Oh, you bring the lights on all your ships. You need to have lights. You can see where you're going. You need to have lights. You can see when you're landing." It's like, well, that's what the shadow's for. I mean, I guess if we're on the dark side, then lights will make a big difference. But on the light side, it doesn't matter that much. Alright, that should do. What the hell? Game. What just happened? I don't know. I'm bad at controlling these things. Alright, let's cut our horizontal. Try this shit again. Oh my god, why am I so bad at controlling these things? Okay, now we're going pretty much vertical. Let's land it. And no screwing up this time, Shen. Oh, look at that. We're fucking there, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. How did I manage to screw that up? I don't know. All I had to do was put the bottom under me. There we go. Okay, we'll just turn it up. I mean, there's no gravity here. We're not going to damage anything. Turn it up and let it land. Fuel tank. You are my foot. We're still sliding over the ground. Have we stopped? We have stopped! Woohoo! Consider yourself landed on Gilly. We landed on a fuel tank. That's the gravity we're dealing with here. Pretty much non-existent. Alright, so this counts as landed, right? Let's get some goo. Gilly's surface. Only 90. Really? Why is it missing some science there? I don't know. It's the first time I've ever been to Gilly. I thought I'd get full science for that. Oh well. Ah, the samples appear like they behave in low orbit of Kerbin. Indeed. 225 science. Great. Let's get our gravioli detector. 180 science. The team back at KSC will enjoy these detailed readings. Indeed. What about the temperature? Ah, 72 science. Okay. Oh, turn the lights back on. There we go. Seismic data. Seismically dead, 180 science, thank you. And the barometer is going to say there's no atmosphere. I wish you could get some science for that, but you don't. All right, let's get a crew report now that we're here. 45 science, sounds good. And let's hop out. I didn't bring any ladders or anything because I expected to land on the capsule. So we'd be at ground level anyway, but it looks like we didn't need to land on the capsule. All right, hop off, Gilly. Let's get out of here. Let's go on a little trek. Let's go explore some rocks. So we should just be able to walk straight off. Just gonna walk. Yep. Oh man, look at him go. Let's get the RCS out. Let's go this way. This is so gorgeous. Look at this landscape. And yeah, Gilly, you really are like the best explorer ever. Oh, there's some big rocks over there. Cool. All right, we have to land by actually pushing down. Fantastic. And we bounced. So we have to hold down so that we don't bounce. There we go. All right. Well, first and foremost, get an EVA report from Gilly's surface. You can barely move without flying away from the surface. You wish you brought an anchor. I think they mean an anchor. And plant a flag. We'll call it Gilly's Fast, Fabulous Burger Joint. $600 burgers. $400 shakes. $300 fries. Priceless experience. I don't know why the E for experience isn't showing up. Excellent. Give me a soil sample. The surface gives away easily, and you have a hard time keeping the sample in the container due to low gravity. Indeed. All right, Gilly, we've done it. We're at Gilly. We're just kind of walking off into space. Whee! Let's go check out this giant rock over here. Look at that. That's a big old rock. Now this is scatter, right? So do these things count? Are they physical? Careful there, Gilly. Oh, I can't turn them on right now. Shoot. So we're gonna have to wait for him to stop bouncing. But yeah, are these things physical, or can you just walk right through them? I'm pretty sure they don't count as physical because it's just scatter, right? If they were actually physical, they would change the way everything interacts with each other. Come on, get down. There we go. All right. They are indeed non-physical. Cool. He's like, I'm inside a rock. Oh, Gilly. All right, let's get back to the lander. That was fantastic. We landed on a fucking fuel tank because there's just no gravity here. Gilly's Fast and Fabulous Burger Joint. Yep. Best burgers in the cosmos. My main concern here is that I don't knock over the craft. Then again, even if we did, we should be able to take off from a sideways landing. I've done it before. Oh, look at his face. He's like, holy shit, this is amazing. Oh, this is perfect. We shouldn't knock it over. We're going really slow. Yep, we're back in. Excellent. Good job, Gilly. Now we have to figure out how the hell we're going to get home. Oh, goody. Make sure we've run all of our science. Yeah, we got those. We got those. The science juniors are both used. Yep. The goos are both used. All right, I think we're good to go. Still have lots of electric. Still have lots of fuel. And we have all of the science we need. We just need to get home and we'll finish up our Explore Gilly mission. Should give us tons of science and prestige and money. Lots of stuff. So, gently, gently. And the lights off. Should be good to go. Roll over. Wow, 5% thrust is plenty. Anyway, I'll see you guys when we are on our way. Bye, Gilly. Bye. Bye. Beautiful. All right, welcome back, folks. We have given ourselves a roughly circular orbit around Eve. We've flattened out our plane to match Kerbin, and it's time to burn home. Setting up this burn actually took some time because we had to wait for Eve to move all the way around to be just a little bit behind Kerbin. But so far, so good. Apparently it calculated the time of burn wrong. That's fine. Get it down to 1 minute 13, I guess. Something like that. And we'll go full burn. But yeah, getting back to Kerbin is going to take about 700 meters per second. That's not so bad. And how close did we get our periapsis? It says under 1 million, but we'll see if we actually get there. It'd probably be a little farther away than that, but that's fine. We can do small adjustments. We can do small adjustments while we're drifting in space. Do some physical time acceleration with the Alt period keys. That's right. We're now leaving Eve's influence. We're now influenced only by the sun. Good, good, good. I love the outer space music for this game. It's great. It's very relaxing, calming. I enjoy it quite a lot. I'm glad it's not banned from YouTube. Oh man, I really wish the Tropico music could be on YouTube. Still have lots of fuel in this fat tank. Actually, it's almost gone. Cool. So after this burn, we'll probably ditch the fat tank. We don't need it. We could try hauling it home and landing with it. I'm not sure if we can actually save it. There's our periapsis. Let's watch that come in. Slow down our burn down to like just 5%. Delete the maneuver. And we'll just keep burning at 5% until that becomes a number that we like. Then again, as soon as we actually enter Kerbin's influence, like when we actually get over there and enter the encounter, this number will probably change. But we'll get it under 1 million before we cut the engine. All right, 758. Can we go a little closer than that? Yes, we can. All right, 650, 667. Perfect. This tank is pretty much empty. Let's just cut it. We'll cut our losses. Goodbye, tank. You've been good for me. You landed on Gilly. You were my giant foot on Gilly. We had one massive foot. This thing. Goodbye, thing. I wish I could name you or something. Oh well. GG. And now we drift. Drift. Oh, hold on. Now it says the Kerbin periapsis is 71 million. That's not what I wanted. Oh my goodness. Is that correct? Oh, maybe it's a second pass. Maybe we're going to pass it twice. I'm not sure. Anyway, turn that off. There we go. And let's see what we can do to adjust our arrival. I'm sure we can get it closer than 71 million. No. Ah, we just need to slow down a bit. Okay, no problem. And we'll be back when we enter Kerbin. And here we are, coming back to Kerbin. We actually had a collision course, so I had to adjust it a bit, but you can see we still have loads and loads of fuel, and we're gonna fast forward on in. See if we can't land this thing. Oh man, Diley is just so happy. Where's Kerbin? There it is. What's up, Kerbin? SAS is off. Landing gear does not need to be on. Could turn our lights on, but we'll get the lights on as soon as... Oh, wow. Is that the Mun? Yeah, it's a Mun rise. Look at that. Beautiful. Can we see minmus? No. Oh, look at those mountains down there and shit. Cool. Yeah, we'll let the heavy end of the craft, which is the crew cabin, we'll let the heavy end of the craft, I keep wanting to call it the shuttle. It's not a fucking shuttle. It's the command module. We'll let the command module just fall on its own. It's the heaviest part. It's also the most sturdy, 45 meters per second impact tolerance. We do have some space tape amongst all of our parts, so hopefully that'll be enough to keep us together. Now, how's that look, dude? Oh, he's actually in the bottom of the 3 seats. Oh, you can sort of see out the window over there. Yeah, I don't know why he's not in one of the top seats. I guess this is the bottom one where you control the actual ship from, but that's okay. So this should go ahead and crash us down. 30K? Yeah. Come on. Aero brake me down. Yeah, it should be fine. Man, that's a lot of heat. That's a lot of speed. I can't even imagine being in that thing. Jeez. Once we're done exploring everything in this, with rovers and junk like that, then I think we're going to have to move on and get deadly re-entry. That's something that I would like to have to design around, but not yet. I'm still too much of a noob. We'll get to that. Alright, we are definitely going down. Are we going to land in the water? Looks like yes. There's a lot of water ahead of us. Okay. I would also like to start doing some planes. Planes would be fun. And I'm just going to go full throttle because we have tons of fuel. Might as well burn some of the weight off of our craft. I should have done that a long time ago. Could have burnt out almost all of our fuel on the way over here, but I didn't do it because I'm a dum-dum. Lights on. Beautiful. I've staged it so the parachutes go out first. If we have to dump any of the fuel or the engines, we can do that. Fuel first and then the engines. But if we don't have to, then we'll just land with it because that'll save us some cash. And you know me, I'm all about saving the cash. When we only have 6.4 million in the bank, we definitely need more cash. I love our mission logo. Looking good. Still falling. 12K. We're never going to go through all this fuel. It's just, these things are so efficient. We'll pop the chutes at like, I don't know, 4K, something like that. Is that debris or something? There's bubbles coming up from the ground. That was weird. From the water. How much do we weigh right now? I can't check. I'd have to go to the other mode check. I'm not willing to go to the other mode while we're trying to survive all the falling in here. We are slowing down pretty heavily, though. 3, 2, 1. Parachutes go. We don't have that many chutes on this thing, but with the engines, maybe we can slow down to where nothing will break. We'll see. The chutes are attached to the top Science Junior, and we have some struts holding space tape holding the Science Junior to the pod, so it should hold everything together. I'm not too sure the fuel tanks and the engines will stick because they're only held in by these little separators, but we'll see. 500 meters, we'll see if anything breaks off. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Hey, nothing broke off. And, oh, we're definitely going slow enough. Nothing's going to break. Fantastic. So with parachutes and the 2 nukes, we are good to go. I love it. So we're gonna rescue everything on here. Wow, that's a lot of steam. We're going to rescue all of this equipment. Save some money. I like that. We might even have been able to save the large fuel tank that we left in orbit, or that we left out in space. Getting some weird wobbling here. SAS on. Why are we wobbling? Oh, well, whatever. Keep descending. I think that was just the time acceleration was causing it to screw up physics or something. What a gentle landing. Look at this. 2 meters per second. And we'll cut the engines right at the water. Perfect. Oh, fucking good piloting, Gilly. Man, that was amazing. I love it. And the lights are still on. Recover the vessel. Oh, wow. 2,087 science. Whoa, wow. Very, very cool. 270 for the surface sample. 200 for the materials study in the space near Gilly. And 225 for the materials study on Gilly's surface. Fantastic. That is just fantastic. We did not do any studies high over Gilly, but we did near Gilly and on the surface. So maybe in a future run to Eve, we could do some science high over Gilly, but man, 2,000 science, not half bad. We only got 8,450 credits back, but that's okay. And the crew, wow. So to go to Gilly and back, we got 0.2 reputation. Great. Oh, what am I going to do with 2,353 science? Well, I guess we'll just take everything. All right, so we're done with the science tree. Fantastic. Don't need to do any more science. I guess that means we don't need to bring a science module anywhere anymore. That'll save on some weight. Not much, though. Oh, well. I get to keep exploring. Thanks for joining me, guys. I've been Shen. You've been you. That was our mission to Gilly. Gilly has explored everywhere, and he really is the man. If we could give him some medals or something, that'd be amazing. There's no place for, like, medals on this wall. There really should be. Should go to Gilly's room and just give him a big thumbs up. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Play some pool. I didn't notice that.